So Bakamitai, it means like
it's amazing.
It means like I look like a fool or I'm like an idiot or something like that. It's basically just about how the verse that we hear is about how a guy is like, oh no, I'm such an idiot. I had an ex and I like got let you go. There's actually an extended version on there's an extended version on the full soundtrack where he sings the second verse is about like how he sings about how his girlfriend is an idiot instead. So yeah, it's a very awesome song, but it's also like yeah, these lyrics are what they are.
I mean, in my opinion, it's one of my favorite songs in the entire series.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of the best songs in the in the whole game.
Although we haven't heard Judgment.
Judgment is good, but it's not like I like Bakamitai because it's supposed to be like one of those old times like hit songs that old karaoke's have. Like it kind of reminds me of like I was on this Finland like boat trip. And like and we obviously have karaoke over in Sweden as well. It's usually only like a thing you do on trips, like over to Finland and back. And you just hear these like old Finnish assholes singing like old Finnish folk songs, and it's awful because they can't fucking sing.
Well, that's because they're probably drunk also off their asses.
Yeah, so. Drunk, fat, old Finnish fuckers. I have nothing against Finns, by the way. I realize how this sounds like, but I have nothing against Finnish people, honestly. Like, yeah.
You know what? I don't care. I mean, I am a 1/4 Finnish, so.
No. Like, I'm not. It's not a problem with Finnish people, but the guys that sing karaoke, yeah, fuck them.
Well, that's because most people that goes on that specific. Okay, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Animations.
But like most people who actually go on that boat trip, they go on there to get drunk.
Yeah, that's fair. But getting drunk and partying a lot and singing badly.
You know what? I'm not a big fan of karaoke, but at least I found the Japanese at least like perfected it with the whole like how it is later on. Like, oh, you're in a room with only your friends, and no one outside your friends can judge you.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I wish that would be a thing over here.
I realize that we are ignoring what is being said on screen right now, but yeah, I could never, like, vision Kazuma Kiryu being at an idol concert screaming his lungs out. That could never happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Legacy jokes. There's a lot of, yeah.
We're probably gonna pull them, a lot of them.
This is actually a pretty good. This is a pretty good asshole joke, actually, and it's harmless because it's your own money, you idiot. No, it's not mine. I only beat mine to half to death. I did not kill him. Come on, Nishikiyama, I would never kill someone. Have you seen the guys we're beating up? Like, I poured salt and I like just shot a bowling ball at someone. I don't actually kill them. Come on.
No, I just beat them like half to death and make them wish for death instead.
I can shoot someone and they won't die, Nishikiyama. Don't worry about it, Jesus. Again, only like an inch from death. I mean, like I can just assume like some asshole just walked over to that lot anyway and just like punched him and then he like lost his last sliver of HP and died.
All I did was like, kick him until he decided not to move anymore. Doesn't mean I killed him.
Come on.
He just took a nap.
Yeah. Seriously.
I think he would remember people he fucking beat up when it comes to like a job.
誰からだ？組か？ああ、早速呼び出した。
It's simple now, but man, this story is gonna get so much more complex.
Japanese video games. Well, Japanese JRPGs.
Actually, I would say just Yakuza games in general, because every game is the same.
Yeah.
いや、お前ももちろんやべえけど、これで風間のおやっさんの立場も危うくなる。何？
Although it's kind of funny, some of the games actually have just a simple misunderstanding, just get blown out of proportion.
This is kind of a simple misunderstanding. I swear to God, officers, he was like that when I got here.
We were just talking, and he just kept constantly tripping on my fist.
He just accidentally fell onto this pipe over and over again. It wasn't my fault. I had the, like, there was this sign here, and he just kept falling onto it. It was just weird. Actually, I feel like there's a defense that Yakuza people could actually get away with, because the Yakuza is not very good, actually, in real life.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah, this game doesn't, like, paint a pretty picture of the Yakuza, but it sure as hell doesn't, like, do it properly as well.
Well, I would say this one actually paints more like a positive, like, since they're all about the honor, but
that's
actually,
not real life, though.
Exactly, that's what I would say. They're not really that kind of forgiving, or like how, like the stuff like that Kazuya gets away with, he would probably be shot long ago.
Yeah.
おやっさんを殺に撃ったってことか。もちろん証拠があるわけじゃない。でもよ。
But you know, the Yakuza series is based on also on Yakuza like movies, stuff like that, and they always like were a bit more glorified than real life.
It's basically it's basically like the samurai and ninja in a way. They're a lot more glorified than they were in real, like they actually were, obviously.
Yeah, or like I was going for like a more of a Western comparison, Godfather.
Yeah.
Or Scarface and stuff like that, like how they glorified the mafia there. So
yeah, that's a pretty good comparison. Also, that was a loading screen. You will probably not see them too much, but there is loading screens in this game.
They're actually pretty. There are not many of them actually.
Yeah, the longest ones are like at the beginning when you start the game from the start. That's about the longest one you'll probably have. And again, we already saw this message in the cutscene. Just have it like unmarked, have it marked already. Please.
Yeah, I never got why they did that. Like, the game had the cutscene showed you the pager, and then you still had to check the pager.
Yeah, this game is very good, but it definitely has flaws.
Well, most of them have flaws. I mean, the first game has flaws by being just straight up, a dub.
Yeah.
Like, I talked to a friend of mine who's just like, I hope they have the English dub, and just for the sake of, like, oh, no, I don't want to hear that.
That's a joke. Hey, what do you mean we would have Mark Hamill as Joker? Essentially.
No, I heard that. Like, he's good, but, like, he could save it.
Honestly, like, it doesn't feel like, Mark, honestly, like, even though Mark Hamill's Joker is good, obviously, he's not even trying.
No. Which is why I'm kind of happy that we get the original. I think it's because of where it takes place and what it is. It fits better with the Japanese voice, and I'm usually one who goes for dub over it when it comes to video games.
Yeah.
Most because it's easier to understand, also, keep remembering. Man, that's a lot of save files.
Yeah, I like to save as much as I can.
I usually save on the same one over and over until
unless
I start a new game, then I start a new save file, of course.
But yeah, you can save at the payphones, well, any phone, honestly, and also you can also access your item box, which is just your access inventory. You can also run in the normal world, in the overworld, by pressing the X button. But currently, Kiryu has not been training his cardio, so he's pretty bad at running. Annoying.
That's because he's wastes all his energy on punching people.
Yeah, seriously. So yeah, random battles are a thing. Well, you can avoid random battles by like avoiding them or by walking slowly or something like that. usually just more worth just to run into them. You'll get money, obviously, so it's worth it.
Although later on, when there's a later on better ways of getting money. So at some point, these just become hassle. Actually, sometimes I just fight just because I I haven't fought in a while. Let's just do some random battles and things. But I will say that when it comes to random battle in this game, I am disappointed because I do miss like what 3, 4, and 5 had with with occasional quick time cutscenes like events when it's usually the same intro in this game for at the start of every fight.
Yeah, that's true.
Compared to the old ones that had like many different types like ways you could like.
Yeah, the many ways you could enter a fight or like encounters or whatever. Yeah, and I get what you mean. It can get pretty samey at times with the random battles, but yeah.
It does. That's the thing. Like that whole like running in and punching, cause it just like dodge with the head. That one shows up so many times it gets boring.
Yeah, sadly.
It gets so boring compared to like 3 something like that. Where like one guy would like walk up on you and then grab your collar, and then a punch would go and like you had to be quick enough to react by pressing a button, and then you could like either get a quick hit in. Still, I'm just ranting on small details. So, this is the headquarters.
Yeah, and an industry complex. I mean, that is what this is. This is where you keep your This is where you keep your family in an industry complex. I suppose it's a pretty good hideout, if nothing else. But
well, it's not the actual HQ of the entire, but still.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember these faces. You will forget them constantly. I did. I keep forgetting who like.
Yeah.
The only one who kept. He's the only one you will remember because he keeps showing up constantly.
Also, he has glasses.
Yeah, but he also has some kick-ass themes when you fight him. So.
I don't know. I remember this guy's pretty nothing as well. This is probably the most forgettable face out of the bunch.
Yes, Jesus Christ. I forget he was even part of it for quite a while until like.
Yeah, like he's important, but he's obviously very important, but he's the most forgettable face. This nice guy, I love this guy. Like, look at this.
This guy.
Look at this fucking pompadour and his fucking clothes as well. Purple.
This motherfucker. He's the one who sticks to me the most throughout the goddamn game.
Like half a hockey mullet, purple, black clothes, and a golden chain. This is the fucking 80s right here.
Yeah, like the entire 80s is just sitting here on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Japanese 80s.
あの社長に頼まれて仇ぶっ殺したのはおめえだろ。もっともあいつは自分のせいじゃねえって早速逃げ打ってやがったがな。たかが30万程度の小競りの取り立てで本性が下手打つとも思っていなかっただろうか。
Although I want to compliment, and I'm probably gonna do it a lot more. Like I would need to compliment the soundtrack of this game. It is really good. Even the low key you're hearing that right now is really good.
Yeah, it's very good. What's it called?
Ambience.
Ambience, thank you.
俺は自宅出すんじゃねえ。安心しろ。仇ったって相手も借金まみれのクズだ。臭い飯7、8年食えば事は収まる。俺に。
Couldn't the Yakuza just pay out the police?
It's wasting money. It's because apparently in this universe, killing civilians is bad.
I mean, yeah, it is. Like, I think that's an actual thing, and like they'd rather just scare civilians and just outright kill them.
Well, of course, mostly because by doing that, because police kind of sees it like how it is, gang violence. Like, yeah, they kill themselves, whatever. But because they go against civilians, it becomes more like now you're stepping outside your boundaries.
Yeah.
あの場所ってどういう意味っすか。
とぼけんじゃねえわ。おめえが死体を捨ててった場所だ。
おいゲリア、お前よりによってなんであの場所でやったんだ。え？まさか風間の頭の指示ってわけじゃねえよな。
I like how they're all mysterious and vague about this empty plot that we fuck.
Oh, they are so good. Like, it wouldn't be a Yakuza game if you don't even know what the hell is going on for like 2/3 of the fucking story.
Okay, I'm not gonna sweet talk this. This entire this bit of the dialogue is completely pointless. Like they're just being like mysterious. Why did you fight in this lot? Why did you pick this exact place to beat him up? Come on, Kiryu.
Come on, you should have known that you should have done this, and you know, we don't even like. We had the same knowledge like what Kiryu has. We have no idea what's going on at this point. I mean,
like this is the only bit like that's important. Like that he was killed by a bullet, not by being punched.
yeah, and we know that he only punched him. So
yeah, so that's like the only really important bit of this cutscene, as far as I remember at least.
俺は素手で奴を殴っただけです。本当です。もしその話が本当だとしたら。
if this was the 80s, didn't they know about the gun, like gun residue?
間違っても俺は銃を撃って
Or was that later?
I presume that they know about this, but this is not a plot point. Please don't bring up plot holes.
It just hit me now that like wouldn't they able to check if he has on rest? He's still wearing the same suit he had, so he should have on the suit.
Yeah, but that would also
imply that they would actually care.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they are. Well, they have the reasons to not care. So.
金貸しからの指示だったんです。あの場所に相手を呼び出すから、少し痛い目に合わせてから金を取り立ててくれって。
今言ったこと間違いねえな。
ええ。
どうやら金貸しから話聞く必要がありそうだな。
とはいえ、うちの組があの殺しに関係していたっていうのは事実だ。しかも場所が場所だ。このままじゃあっちの仕事に支障が出ちまう。
What project are they talking about?
And why that place of all places?
I don't know.
Also, why does Kuze have a giant bullhorse in his office?
Maybe he's a big fan of bulls. I don't know.
Very decorative, clearly.
I like the table.
Oh yeah, marble. Very good, actually. I can actually see that being used in today's.
We used to have one, like we had like a disc that was like held by some steel, like tubes, something like that.
何が何だかわかんねえって面だな。
Of course, we don't even know why the hell we're here.
Look on your face. Have you seen his reactions? The way he's talking?
Usually, Casio has like 3 faces. What the hell? I'm pissed. And occasionally, smiling.
Yeah, slyly smiling.
どんな手使ってもその殻の一粒を手に入れろとな。
殻の一粒。
針の穴ほどの隙間もない繁華街に偶然できた一粒の空き地だ。
This might seem a bit preposterous, but it's not actually completely preposterous, considering how the financial situation was in Japan at this point in time.
Of course.
I'll talk about it later, but yeah.
Oh, we got many plot points we're gonna have to bring up about, This game is long. We're gonna be here for quite a while.
地上げしようにも手出しが難しくなっちまう。ほんと困った話さ。なあ。
それがおやっさんとどんな関係が？
あの一坪にはな、別の意味もあってな。堂島の親父に差し出したやつにはとっておきの褒美が用意されてる。
褒美？
おう。不在の風間の頭の後、堂島組次期若頭のポストだ。つまりあの土地は俺ら頭補佐にとってただの一坪じゃねえってことだ。 まあ最初はてっきり風間の頭と繋がってるお前が
Yeah, right. Kazuma is like, so Kazuma sitting in, well, not sorry. Kazuma sitting in prison and just like, I'm gonna fuck over these guys, something fierce.
Like he had, like he would have that much of foresight.
Yes, I would presume so, actually.
さあな
Not the first time.
だが組の一大事
Actually.
にいるようじゃ頭は務まんねえだろおまけにだ
Oh, come on, you know, chilling in prison is a pretty cool, you know, thing to do. I mean, you just sit there and do nothing. It's a pretty good, you know, place to meditate if nothing else. That's how prison works, right?
おやさは関係ない
Are we talking about Swedish prison here, or
殺し合い
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that yet. Oops.
そういうことは殺に言えつってもヤクザの言い分聞くほど連中
Again, money. Doesn't money rule the world or something?
I mean, it did in 1 and forward for quite a while.
殺人は今日中に実施
So I'm surprised that
Okay.
in this game that takes place that is just all about money. Why isn't money speaking here?
お前も極道の
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's probably because Kiryu, but like on one hand they say that Kiryu is a pro and he's also related to the family captain. On the other hand, they don't like regard him as something. Like they clearly don't regard him as something important. Probably because he's related to the family captain. No one likes the family captain, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So now that he's gone, they don't have to suck up to both of them, so, like none of them. So, although not that Kiryu would care, he's not there because of. He's there for his reasons.
Anyway, yeah. So at this point, currently they were in a state of Japan was kind of in a state of inflation with an economic
Massive
bubble.
inflation.
Yeah,
Massive.
inflation actually, and the bubble wouldn't like collapse until 91, and a lot of that inflation was thanks to real estate and stock market prices. I'm not an economic person, so I'm not going to like try to go into detail about it because I'm probably would just confuse myself. But yeah, they were.
And all of us.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, they were in a state of inflation, which inflation is generally not a good thing. I remember this much from school. Because at some point the bubble is going to crack, much like the .com bubble.
Well, there's been many bubbles. You had the real estate. You had the .com. You have right now what's going on with I would say the streaming bubble, if you want to call it right now.
Yeah.
Or like the internet entertainment that's going on right now. It's always going to be something that's many wants to get there in because it's a lot of money, but then because everyone's in there, it's too much for it to bear, and then a new thing will happen.
Huh?
Man, what an asshole this guy is. Hey, I found this random canister. I'm gonna make you my pupil.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And he's a douche.
He is a douche, actually.
A hobo douche. Doesn't help. He's got like one of the first fucking voices in the game, making all the noises.
What's with all the whispering? I'm talking to him across the street.
Yes.
Almost, anyway. It's not like we're standing close to each other and whispering into each other's ears. Come on.
No.
Oi.
That also seems to be a common thing throughout the games. People don't really care what Kazuya has to say.
Yeah, and they end up. Most of the times they end up being owned by because of that. Not this guy. This guy got it. This guy's got the moves.
And it's got like I used this move like stance a whole lot when I played.
That's rad.
That's rad.
So, a thing that's new in Yakuza 0, hilariously, despite this being a prologue, what's it called,
Prequel.
a prequel game, is that you have 3 different stances you can switch between. Well, eventually 3 different stances. You learn different stances throughout the story. This is where Kiryu learns his second stance.
It's the brawler, if I remember correctly.
No,
Thug style.
no, Rush.
Ah, Rush. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. It's
Rush
a bit,
must-
how about this? Blue style, pink style.
Yeah, okay.
So
Pink
that-
style.
yeah.
I like pink style. Pink style is
Pink style, aka fast style, also works. So yeah.
the
So
speed style.
Yeah,
It's
speed
all
style.
about speed.
Okay, Sonic. This is a Sega game, actually. That would make sense. Sonic Rush, anyway. So fast style is a lot about dodging around. Obviously, as you can see here by the tutorial telling us that we can do 3 quick steps. And also, the biggest difference between Rush and Brawler is that Rush doesn't do nearly as much damage. Instead, you kind of focus on having a long string of weak combos and then trying to knock them to get them confused, or by knocking them to the ground so you can finish them off with a heat action of some sort. Another thing is also that you can't grab items while in the rush mode, but again, that's usually not a problem because you're just trying to beat them so that you can build up your heat gauge, and then when you have your heat gauge to max, you can start doing some heat action. Of course, as an idiot, I managed to miss all my heat action opportunities.
One of the strategies is that hit and run strategy, where you basically go in with a couple of hits, back out, back in. Some fights later on, this becomes very, very useful if you don't want to get your asses handed.
Yeah, but again, you just have to remember that Rush style doesn't do as much damage as the other styles. But yeah, I say that it's hilarious that you learn 3 stances in this game, because you do not have 3 stances in the other games when you play as Kiryu.
That's because
Gameplay
it's
innovation.
Like, no,
Yeah, well, yeah, I know what you
it's
mean,
supposed to it's supposed to represent like he learns them, but as time goes on, he then incorporates into one stance, and that's how he that's how he fights later on. How he fights.
Yeah, in the future titles.
Yeah, well, yeah, because in his blue stance, he doesn't have a quick dodge.
Yeah.
But he gets that later. So yeah.
Oi.
I mean, it's a bit awkward. I'm so used to like his actual fighting style, so. Although you can I tell about that one?
The third one, you mean, or?
I'm thinking about the.
Oh yeah, no.
All right.
That's spoiler. That's heavy spoiler territory.
All right.
But I know what you mean. Yeah, like so. This is like it's an interesting way to set it up. You will see it more clearly if you played any other Yakuza game with the third style. But it's very interesting. S&M, please. Was that a thing in the... Well, yeah, obviously it was a thing in the 80s. What a stupid question.
It's been a thing for quite a while.
Yeah. A lot of people, S&M turns out, a lot of people's fetish is being tied up.
I don't get that. It's a fetish for a reason.
Yeah. So what did I know he's gonna take on Dio?
Or maybe JoJo.
No, he clearly says to take on the world, not... Oh yeah. Yeah, right, never mind. I've been out...
Baby, it's a tag team match.
It's actually... No, yeah, he doesn't want to get in... Yeah, so Baku's here doesn't actually want to get Kiryu into boxing. He wants him to get into wrestling, obviously.
I mean, how powerful Curious he would actually have been a really good when it comes to like any form of it.
Yeah.
He would probably been like one of the strongest characters like throughout the history because of, you know, he can take hits and he can also deliver them.
Versatility and whatnot. Oh, hey, someone's in trouble. My superhero can tell that someone is being hustled on our street. So this is another type of random encounter. You will sometimes see just groups of thugs ganging up on some poor sucker.
And of course they deserve to get served by some, you know, Kiryu special knuckle sandwich.
You can choose to intervene. You don't have to do this, obviously. There's a reason. There's a reason if you wanna. Honestly, if you want to do any random battles, I would suggest that you try to do these these more random, like, intervening.
They have a higher chance of giving you really good drops.
Yeah, because when you save the civilian, they will give you always give you something. Sometimes it can be like pocket tissues or like something completely useless, or sometimes it can be something really good, as I ended up getting in this fight actually.
Also, did you notice that kick? He actually kicked him, so it flew up like half a meter.
Flew up and flew away flew away like 2 meters away. Amazing.
Wow, you got a replay straight out of the cheesy.
Yeah. Man, Kazuma, as it turns out, honestly does pay. Be a good guy. And that's what being a Yakuza is all about.